like to explain and hopefully dispel some myths about the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine. This is the very first vaccine which arrived in Singapore and started being rolled out early this year in January. So I think there has been a lot of concern or myths about this vaccine that is mRNA. For use by it's mRNA vaccine, the synthesized mRNA vaccine code encoding for the spike protein. And there's a lot of concern that, oh, this is going to change your human genome and you will mutate into something else or trigger some disease to unusual disease to happen. But let's go back to the basic science and find out what actually is an mRNA. So mRNA is basically the message. If you imagine our body has DNA, it's like a cookbook. Then in the cookbook, you only want to cook omelette for today, and you sort of write down what are the ingredients and the instructions for how to cook an omelette. So you basically only take the omelette recipe out of the cookbook, and then you cook your omelette. And after that, you are done, everyone's enjoyed your omelette, had it, it's all nice, and you crush up the written recipe, the note that you had, and just throw it away. So basically, the mRNA is that little written note that you made, and it will be destroyed after 2 days by the body, naturally. And in this vaccine, this is what it's trying to achieve, that it gives you this written note injected into you, the written note about this spike protein that the virus uses to gain entry into our body. And this is the protein that we want to create a defense, or what we call antibody, to fight against the virus. So when this omelette recipe, this little note is injected into us by a vaccine, it goes into our body, and our human cell then translates this message to produce some viral spike protein. It will not produce the whole virus and make us get the full-blown infection, but it may trigger our immune system to it will trigger our immune system to have a bit of a reaction, which is what we desire and we want the antibodies to be produced. The immune response that our body creates does result in some fever, sometimes a bit of body aches, and you may feel chills, like you feel cold and shivery. So it is normal to have some side effects or reaction after the vaccine. And after this spike protein is made, the message is just destroyed by our body, this mRNA destroyed by our body after 2 days. The spike proteins are not capable of forming SARS-CoV-2 viruses or causing the COVID-19 infection itself. And the vaccine mRNA does not enter the nucleus of our own human cells, and therefore does not interfere with the DNA of our own body, the vaccine recipient. So we can't become Incredible Hulk, okay? In case some of you were hoping that it would make you Incredible Hulk. Okay, next bit about the vaccine. It is very efficacious, and it protects you by 95% within 7 days after the second dose. So with the first dose, remember the statistics earlier on, it's about 80+%, and then with the second dose, it's 95%. 7 days after the second dose, it's not immediate. It is delivered as an intramuscular injection into your shoulder muscle, 2 doses, 21 days apart, so 3 weeks apart.